Decisions made in Congress can impact federal hiring and government employees. We recently got a new Speaker of the House, and he already has plans for federal employees and the upcoming government shutdown. First, he said he is willing to prevent a shutdown by using a continuing resolution through either January 15th or April 15th. This is essentially kicking the can down the road. But why January and April? Well, January takes the pressure of Christmas and the holidays, it takes it off the table. And April, which is what I really think House Republicans want, they want to push it to April. Because what happens in May of next year, there's an automatic 1% reduction across the entire federal government if we do not have a spending bill in place. This is due to the debt limit law, which could squeeze federal agencies and result in furloughs and cutting of government programs. He went on to say that no one desires a shutdown, but he is pushing to change the weaponization of the federal agencies that are designed to protect and serve the American people and instead are being used against them. What does this mean? Well, if you dig deeper into his comments, you can see that he's talking about 3 federal agencies. He's talking about the FBI, the CIA, and the IRS. And the belief is that these agencies can target political opponents if they don't agree with their political ideology. That so much power has been given to these agencies. He thinks that we can do something about this. He wants to fix this. Also, the speaker has gone on record multiple times about how he would like to shake up the federal workforce. He wants to require teleworking federal employees to return to the office in order to fix poor customer service. This poor customer service excuse that's been used so many times to justify bringing in teleworking employees back to the office, there's no substantial proof that this is what is causing the poor customer service. Check out this article from 2017. This is more than 2 years before the pandemic. Still, a lot of government call centers are ranking towards the bottom. Government customer service has always been lacking. It has always been behind the private sector, and for a clear reason. The reason why private sector customer service is so good is there's a profit incentive. If you're nicer to your customers, then they're coming back to you instead of your competitor. Now, for the government, who else are you going to go to? If you have a Social Security check problem, are you going to go somewhere else? Or are you going to the SSA, the Social Security Administration? You have to call them. That's the only person. There are no other competitors. Some people make it seem like just because you have a federal employee at their house, they don't want to pick up their phone anymore. Right? Because maybe their couch is there, their bed is there. Is that why they're not picking up the phone? It doesn't make any sense to me. He goes on to say we have federal employees at all these agencies who have literally not come to work. Has this been happening? Yes. Not just in the public sector, also the private sector. You probably heard about people holding multiple jobs, 2, 3 remote work jobs, and they're only giving each employer a small segment of their time. That has happened. Also, people go on vacation. They're at the beach when they're supposed to be on the clock. That has happened. But that is not the norm. These are outliers. These are anomalies. So we shouldn't be changing entire policy based on outliers. He has also pushed for other changes, including the Merit Act. This would reduce the time it takes to fire an employee. As it is now, it takes over a year to fire a federal employee on average. So it is easier to transfer that person or even promote the person than it is to terminate them. And this is discouraging for the whole team, the whole organization. Can you imagine if you're coming into work every day and you're putting in the effort, you're even going above and beyond, and your coworker next to you, he's barely showing up, but you're getting paid the same. He wants to provide agencies with the authority to take away bonuses or other cash awards that are wrongly paid to workers and extend the probationary period for new hires from 1 year to 2 years. We've already seen the Department of Defense implement 2-year probations on a limited scale for certain positions, certain sub-agencies. This would take it to the entire government. So everyone by default, they would start off with the 2-year probation. Now, this makes it easier to terminate employees until they cross that 24-month mark. He also included language in a report with a proposal to eliminate the near automatic step increases that most federal employees receive. This one was kind of a shocker to me. As it stands now, if you come in as a step 1, you wait 12 months and you're a step 2. It doesn't take any action from you, the employee. This would make it so that there is a deliberate action that needs to take place, which to me means more people would slip through the cracks. More people would not get their step increases. So this is thousands of dollars lost across the board. Now, it wasn't all bad news with this individual. He also wants to increase pay for federal workers with critical skills and expand the use of cash bonuses to reward top performers. This is important because it's the only way we're going to be able to attract and retain critical skills like cybersecurity, data scientists. You need to find a better way to get them into the government. This is an essential part of what the government does. As far as how many of these ideas are actually going to be put into a bill that will actually become a law, that has yet to be seen. Probably towards the end of this year, maybe sometime in December or early next year, we could see Congress voting on some of these measures. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, if you're looking for a federal government job, I did a live stream recently where I answered over a dozen questions about the federal hiring process, about usajobs.gov, about government jobs in general. A lot of these questions, they could be on your mind. If you're interested in that, I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.